What exactly is the Halfway There series?
Honestly, even I couldn't give you a clear answer to that. When I started the series, it felt straightforward, just conversations with people. But I feel like recently it's gone way further than that. It has served as a way to explore my creativity either with people or just solo. When I thought about the name of this series, like I did think about like a few names, but one of the reasons why this name stuck with me was because the whole concept of being halfway there means that you never really arrive. It means that you're on a constant journey, you're constantly heading towards greatness. You're constantly heading towards those dreams, those goals. And even when you achieve those dreams and those goals that you have, you're still heading for greater heights. The thing is, I do feel like trying to make sure that there was a guest on every single episode sort of stressed me out like a lot, because sometimes I was not able to finalize timings and arrangements, and then I'll just start worrying about what I'm going to do, how I'm going to put something out, what I'm going to put out, and whatnot. And I think at some point I realized that, you know what, it doesn't really matter. Like, I can actually do an episode myself. I did have like ideas for like solo episodes, like this one, for example, is like a solo episode. So I did have ideas for solo episodes, but I think I was trying to sort of stick to a niche. I don't know. And I used to get so like worked out when someone asked me, "Oh, what's your niche?" And I'm like, I don't know my niche. I'm I'm figuring out what my niche is. But yeah, I think, the realization that I did not need to have someone on every single episode was a very freeing thought. Um, when I let go of that need to always have someone on, and I started sort of, you know, believing in the fact that I can hold up an episode myself, it was a very freeing thought. And so far, I have had fun filming both episodes with my friends or episodes with strangers even, and just solo episodes by myself. Do you get? So yeah, it's been good. It is currently like 1:30 p.m. I need to go have my first meal of the day because I'm hungry.
Welcome, this is your life now, the wasteland where we all take a vow. With some glow due to radiation, two heads where there usually is one unsung. With you, I know we'll find a way.
Also, just following up from what I was trying to say earlier, at the beginning of this whole thing, I did not foresee that there would have been any solo episode. And I mean that, like, I thought that every single episode was going to have a guest on it. And I worked tirelessly to make sure that there was a guest on every single one. However, I did start to feel at some point like it was trying to have a guest on every single episode was beginning to take a toll on me. And at some point, I had to make that decision that, you know what, some episodes I'll carry it myself. The episodes that have guests. And it was, like I said earlier, it was such a relief, because now I didn't have to align timetables anymore. I can just go out whenever I want to shoot something, just shoot it and just move on with my day. So yeah, but I think maybe that's what the series is about. Starting off at point A, realizing that you can't go on with what you intended to initially, and then transition into something else. This is not to say that people are not going to come on here, because yeah, people are still going to come on here. We're going to have a good time, we're going to have good conversations, we're going to share opinions, and just enlighten each other. But yeah, I guess that's what it is at the minute as well. I think one thing that has sort of remained consistent with the whole series is that, is intended to show growth. So it's basically a space to share opinions, um, either share my personal opinions, or when I bring people on here to hear their opinions as well, and also sort of be comfortable with building in public. Do you get? But I have in recent times tried to lace that with a bit of creativity and all that, so that it's not just one way. Do you get? So I do like get ideas in my head, and I try to lace them into the whole concept of the series in a creative way. But yeah, I think what I'm just basically trying to say is, when you think about Halfway There series, think about the fact that there is no arrival. This is constant growth, constant evolution, yeah, constantly just heading for your goals. And even when you reach there, still aiming for greater heights, and a space to sort of share opinions, and yeah, in a creative way.
Gets me almost every time in the midst of summer, watching it in full bloom.
So, what exactly is the Halfway There series?
Is my creative outlet, a space where my ideas can run freely. Sometimes I want to shoot a conversation with someone, other times I want to create alone. Think of it like a journal, just in video form.
It happens every time, I wonder how. But I can see my life so clearly now. Dared ourselves away from home, further out each passing day. Gravel road towards the sea. I blink and I remember you, you and me.